It's our Steve Wilson. Welcome to Tweets. What is the purpose of this show? What is the purpose of this freaking video I'm making? Well, I'm going to sit in this blue chair. I don't think you see it well. I'm going to get on my phone, and in some cases I'm probably not going to always use I'll either use my phone, I'll either use my tablet, or I'll either use my computer, and I'm just going to read tweets. Hopefully I've come across some really funny ones too. And pretty much the only funny ones are going to be from Donald J. Trump. Alright. And before I get started, this is a concept I came up with here recently. So, just to kind of get me. So I figured this would get me back into making some videos. And I'm going to do this, or at least try to do this more on a weekly basis. I'll probably upload maybe at least a video or two a week. Hopefully just one. Alright, so let's read some tweets here, shall we? That is, I'll read the tweets and you just listen. Alright, George TK tweets, Trump is walking back his shooting tweet. But now he's babbling about losing attack dogs on protesters and will likely have to walk that back too. And if he keeps on walking back, he'll soon find himself outside of the White House. Hopefully for good. Well said, Mr. Suru. You don't even need to be in the freaking White House. Alright, Cardi B tweets. This was in 2014. I actually went to a Harlem protest against police brutality. I used to talk about stripping and all this and that, all that good shit, but I was sick and tired of police brutality. Sick and tired then, sick and tired now. I'm sorry, there was actually some words I really didn't want to use.
We're NYPDK! NYPDK! I don't give a fuck! NYPDK! Suck my whole dick!
Representative AOC tweets this. If you killed a man with health conditions, you still killed a man. George Floyd couldn't breathe. 3 officers held him down, and one with a record violent history kneed his neck as others helped. They waited 9 minutes for his last breath. This was not an accident. It was murder. Obviously, she was retweeting another tweet. Well, yeah, this police officer killed a man, okay? Obviously, he was like arresting him and stuff. He was restraining him, and yes, he basically kneed his neck for 9 minutes straight. The guy was down on the ground. Eventually, he was uttering, "I can't breathe. My chest is hurting me," or "My stomach is hurting me." He was calling out for his mother. And that damn police officer didn't even let up. And now look where it got him. You got the poor man dead. The police officer lost his job. And now he's been arrested and charged for the crime. And now look what you got in Minneapolis. You got an empty Target store. You got freaking chaos. Not to mention, you got Trump basically calling for more violence within the city. Saying, the thugs need to be shot. What thugs, Donald? Oh, Jesus Christ, man. By the way, if I come across... I am going to be coming across Donald Trump tweets, and I'm pretty sure I'm going to talk a hell of a lot of shit about him. Breezy. Not following this person, but I'm going to read it anyway. Racism isn't a touchy topic if you're not a fucking racist. Yeah, well, I ain't no racist, so... Rome Alone 2. It's not white versus black, it's everybody versus racist. Yeah. And we're all dealing with one sitting in the fucking Oval Office. Jersey Craig, be a witness. If you have 100 cops and one of them is a bad cop and the other 99 don't say something, you have 100 bad cops. Couldn't have said that better myself, actually. Alright. Romy Reiner. It's one thing to live in a country filled with white supremacists. It's another to have the president be a white supremacist. We have both. You're absolutely right. Donald Trump is indeed a fucking white supremacist, and his dumbass doesn't even fucking realize it. Dan Bongino. The instigators of these riots are domestic terrorists. Are you calling the people of Minneapolis terrorists? Terrorists? What the fuck, bro? What's wrong with you? Molly, the police began the violence in Omaha tonight. Oh, really? Robert Picardo, best known as the Doctor from Star Trek Voyager, tweets this. The best thing Donald Trump can do for America right now is to tie his thumbs over a face mask and hold his breath for the weekend. That was pretty funny, actually. Knowing him, he's always twiddling his thumbs. He's always spending time on his phone. He might be playing golf and not giving a shit about the country he's trying to work for. Unless he's working for Russia or China. Lawrence O'Donnell. George Floyd's murderer threatened a 17-year-old girl recording him, but she held her ground and provided the evidence that got him arrested. They just killed that man. Well, kudos to that girl for standing her ground and holding that phone, recording that evidence. Because if it hadn't been for that, he'd still be walking. Eric Swalwell. Hashtag Trump resign now is trending. It won't happen. He has no conscience, no shame. You got that right. 25th Amendment won't happen. His cabinet of toadies lacks a spine. If we want Donald Trump gone, we must do it ourselves. Starting now, organize, mobilize, contribute, and vote for your life. And believe me, I will be voting this moron out of office in November. Be a king. Respectability doesn't cure racism. Eradicating racism does. Kristen Johnson. Let's see. I know things are shit, but I just wanted to say that I really dig a lot of you. Don't give up. Yes, keep up the good fight, guys. Alright, let's see what Al Sharpton says. Alright, he actually retweeted something. We could have been George.
Moment of silence in memory of Eric Garner, in memory of George Floyd. Let us, whichever way you meditate, pause for one moment and respect the lives that were lost. The system act like those.
Justice will not be served until those who what? Oh, those who are unaffected are as outraged as those who are. Words said by Benjamin Franklin. And Julie Gonzalo tweeted this picture. In the silence. Hashtag Black Lives Matter. I think she misspelled it, though. She put there's a K in between the B and the A, but it's okay. Minnesota. Cheryl Atkinson says, Minnesota officials, every person arrested last night was from out of state. Locals, we don't know these folks. Sorry, I wouldn't know. Hell, I heard there was some chaos down in downtown Dallas. Hey, there might have been people from out of town too. Who knows? I wasn't even there. Thomas Kane tweets, is Fox News calling out the maggots to protect Trump? I don't know, are they? Because if they are, bad news for them. I don't watch Fox News. Ayanna Pressley, Congress needs to act now. Call your member of Congress and ask them to co-sponsor a resolution and demand a floor vote now in solidarity. A resolution to condemn police brutality, racial profiling, and the excessive use of force. Thank you. It's Saturday, May 30th, 2020, and Barack Obama was the most corrupt president in U.S. history. Thanks. Have a good day. Obamagate. Hashtag Obamagate. I'm pretty sure you're talking about Donald, right, Dan? Alright, TMZ tweets. Billy asks, if all lives matter, why are black people killed for just being black? It's a good thought. Billie Eilish slams all Lives Matter supporters. Shut the fuck up. Oh, wow. Wow, so peaceful. Sorry, guys. I'm tired. I've been up since like 1 this morning. George Conway tweets, the Secret Service tells us what we already knew. Real Donald Trump is a lying liar. Yeah, you got that right. I mean, that's basically the only thing he tells is fucking lies. He uses Twitter to tell lies. He gets up in front of a podium, tells lies. Hell, he even uses Twitter to throw a temper tantrum. Well, he can throw a temper tantrum in front of the camera as good as he can online, okay? Alright. QB, whatever you pronounce it. Justice for George Floyd. Thank you, Kylie Jenner. Joy retweets. So now the Attorney General, Bill Barr, is attempting to pin the anarchy and infiltration, which is already documented as coming from white nationalist group on left-leaning Antifa groups. The goal is to force the media to repeat that. What is his proof? Does he even have any proof? Probably not. People are screaming for hashtag justice for George Floyd. People are fighting for Black Lives Matter. Why are the GOP only seeing the fires and not the people? We need a leader to unite this country, not a racist, real Donald Trump who keeps throwing gas on the fire. Sounds about right. Oh, shit. Yeah, that's basically all Donald continues to do is he's just stoking more flames, not even trying to put it out. Meredith Salinger. The only thing you must do right now, make sure every single person you know of voting age checks that they are registered to vote. Check now, and come time for voting, every single soul must vote. Every single vote matters, no matter what state you're from. Each vote counts. Yeah, you got that right. Oh man, I'm so tired of reading tweets about George Floyd already. No offense, man. Jeffrey Levin tweets, destroying a police precinct is a reasonable response to an unreasonable killings. Yeah, I'm not sure if destroying a police department is reasonable. I can really get the outrage in that city. I get it. But to go the extra mile and actually start destroying a police department, that's like, wow. What the hell? Alright, the one above all. If anyone is protesting today, here's a way to make a balaclava mask with a t-shirt. Don't forget your shades. No, I'm not going. Kimmy, look, calling LA lawyers. LA is in a desperate need of lawyers willing to represent protesters and a vetted bail fund. Oh, with an org behind it. We need to organize now. So I guess y'all need more lawyers to bail out the protesters. Go right on ahead. Alright. Annie Hatfield says, saw an American Red Star at the bird feeder today, but she was with her friends and made like she didn't know me. I don't know what that's all about, but okay. John Cryer retweets something from Maggie Coworth. Reporter permanently injured by police projectiles. Oh, wow. Oh, I'm so sorry, guys. I'm tired. And I'm only like 15 minutes into the video. Okay, now I don't want to talk about Undertaker. Nancy Pelosi. Everything Trump does is a distraction. He wants you to focus on anything other than the pain of 100,000 U.S. deaths and the 41 million jobless claims since the start of the coronavirus. You got that right. He's been an astronomical failure and a terrible example who must be voted out. Well, of course he's a terrible example. Yeah, look, you got 100,000 deaths from the coronavirus. You got a really good amount of people who are out of jobs, and he just doesn't give a shit. Hey, Donald, you planning on sending out more $1,200 checks anytime soon? Because I sure as hell could use that money. Oh. Oh, gosh. For all the congrats to my son for graduating. I sat in the bleachers last night and felt tremendously blessed that he got to walk the stage with his classmates, when many out there was not able to. I like to add that my son got voted most clumsy of his entire class. Okay. Well, it's good that your child got to walk across the stage. Awesome. Congratulations to him. That kind of sounded a little horrible, though. But, I mean, in all seriousness, congratulations. And congratulations to all those who didn't get to walk the stage this year. Oh, yeah. Powerful stuff. Let's see, what did you retweet, Aaron Ashmore? I don't know, that's probably nothing important, I guess. Bradley Whitford. Remember when Ronald Reagan kicked off his 1980 campaign with a speech about states' rights in Philadelphia, Mississippi, a town infamous for the execution of 3 civil rights advocates in 1964? I don't know, I wasn't around in 1980, so unless I can look it up, though. Ken Jeong, love this man. Obviously, he's a big fan of Dave Bautista. Scott Stedman, bar forcing out Bonnet or Bonte. However the fuck you pronounce his name. This guy doesn't care what he leaves in his wake. FDR's top lawyer, Dana Bonte, has been asked to resign, and 2 sources familiar with the decision to dismiss him say it came from high levels of the Justice Department rather than directly from the FBI Director Wright. Am I following MSNBC? Yeah. Lauren D. Yes. It's seen as okay to hate openly non-whites and non-Christians and anybody LGBTQ again. It's not MAGA, it's MAHA, making America hate again. Oh, that sounds about right. He said there were great people on both sides in Charlottesville. He thinks Nazis are great people. He contributes to hate being okay. Sounds about right. Okay, what the fuck did Chris Jericho tweet? If anybody can do it, do what, Jericho? Okay, oh my goodness. Ariana Grande. She retweeted Bernie Sanders' tweet, which says, George Floyd's murder is not only an outrage, it is the latest manifestation of a system that callously devalues the lives of black people. Our struggle is and always has been about justice. Not justice on paper, but real justice in the real lives of people. Well said, Senator Sanders. The NYPD is using a bus to transfer arrested protesters at the Barclays Center. However, the bus driver refused to drive it. Kind of a dick move, wouldn't you say? Alright, Trump just launched an Asian Americans for Trump initiative. So what's next? Polar bears for climate change? People are in pain. We need leadership, empathy, and accountability. Looking forward to joining Revel on MSNBC Politics Nation at 5:30 today. Well, I'm not even watching no fucking TV, so. Alright, Martin Luther King Jr. III tweets, while I don't condone violence, this has ignited a flame that has been brewing for generations. What we need is to heal the sores of racism that have been festering and eating away at the soul of America. It's been doing that for years, man. 4 years. Alright, I'm gonna read one more tweet and then I'm gonna end this video. Jeff Tiedrich, and I started following him today, and he looks like Steven Spielberg. Alright, he tweets, pretty weird how the guy whose tools are racism and spite can't heal the nation. What's up with that? Well, racism and spite definitely does not heal a nation. Just stokes the flames continuously. Okay, I think I'm going to read one more for real. Anthony Scaramucci says, Trump asked the black community, what do you have to lose in voting for him? Turns out, your life. I mean, no. In my opinion, black people do not have anything to lose. Period. Okay. I am tired. Oh my god. Okay, so alright guys, so I'm gonna bring this video to a close now, and I'm gonna be doing this like at least on a weekly basis. I mean, of course, I'm not gonna be uploading the video like it's not gonna be like every Saturday. It's at least sometime, at least once a week. And hopefully next video I'll try to find some really, really funny tweets to start talking smack about. And of course, I didn't really come across really any Donald Trump tweets, so you know what? On second thought, let's really piss the president off. I'm not going to end it just yet. 80% of the rioters, this is from Trump, 80% of the rioters in Minneapolis last night were from out of state. They are harming businesses, especially African-American small businesses, homes, and the community of good, hardworking Minneapolis residents who want peace, equality, and to provide for their families. Donald, do you know for sure if they're really out of town or not? Okay, something about the media. Much more disinformation coming out of CNN, MSDNC. MSDNC? Donald, what is MSDNC, or do you mean MSNBC? Jesus Christ. You're so illiterate, bro. Alright. The New York Times and Washington Post, by far than coming out of any foreign country, even combined. Fake news is an enemy of the people. Correction, Donald. You are the enemy of the people. You and you alone. Alright. Alright. And here's another one from him. Crossing state lines to incite violence is a federal crime. Liberal governors and mayors must get much tougher or the federal government will step in and do what has to be done, and that includes using the unlimited power of our military and many arrests. Thank you. This is coming from a guy who suggests that thugs must be shot in Minneapolis. And, Donald, just who are the thugs? Are you calling the people of Minneapolis thugs? I think the only thug there is really is you. There's a thug sitting in the Oval Office. That's you, Donald. That is you. Anything else you want to pitch a hissy fit about? It's Antifa and the radical left. Don't lay the blame on others. Well, Donald, obviously you're pretty good at laying the blame on others. You blame everybody but yourself for shit. Here we go again. Fake news. CNN is blaming Russia. They are sick losers with very bad ratings. P.S. Can't blame China because they need the cash. Oh, how he just loves Russia. And how he just loves China. Mayor Jacob Frey of Minneapolis will never be mistaken for the late great General Douglas MacArthur or great fighter General George Patton. How come all these places that defend so poorly are run by liberal Democrats? Get tough and fight and arrest the bad ones straight. Okay, first of all, don't compare their mayor to MacArthur or Patton. Okay, not cool. These are organized groups that have nothing to do with George Floyd. Sad. Are you sure about that? Okay, let me see. Alright, these are No, I just read that one. The professionally managed so-called protesters at the White House had little to do with the memory of George Floyd. They were just there to cause trouble. The Secret Service handled them easily. Tonight, I understand, is MAGA night at the White House. Oh, really? Oh, now you got live. President of the United States delivers remarks at Kennedy Space Center.
Big day. It's a big day. And I want to thank our great Vice President for your fearless and tireless commitment to fulfilling America's destiny in space. Thank you very much, Mike. Great job.
What's his obsession with space? I don't really want to listen to it. Alright. Great job last night at the White House by the U.S. Secret Service. They are not only totally professional, but very cool. I was inside, watched every move, and couldn't have felt more safe. They let the protesters scream and ran as much as they wanted, but whenever someone had been greeted with the most vicious dogs and the most ominous weapons I have ever seen, that's when people would have been really badly hurt. At least many Secret Service agents just waiting for action. We put the young ones on the front line, sir. They love it, and good practice. As you saw last night, they were very cool and very professional. Never let it get out of hand. Thank you. On the bad side, the D.C. Mayor Muriel Bowser, who is always looking for money and help, wouldn't let the D.C. police get involved. Not their job. Nice. Alright, let's see. Time for a change, 2020. I think it's time for a change in president. Don't y'all think? Oh, yeah, it's been time. Alright, so let's see. Okay. I want to express our nation's deepest condolences and most heartfelt sympathies to the family of George Floyd. Okay, as you guys know, Donald is very well incapable of empathy. He's not a very compassionate guy. Doesn't know he really doesn't know the concept of sympathy and all that. Oh god, I gotta get off Twitter now. All right, so now I'm gonna bring this video to a close for real this time. And like I said, I'm gonna be doing this I'm gonna be uploading a video on a weekly basis, reading tweets. Hopefully, the next video I'll find some really funny ones, and I could really talk smack about it. Anyway, Sir Steve Wilson here. This has been Tweets. Have a great day.